At the beginning of step 3, I told you we would learn how to quadruple your business, right? So it's a marketing task about quadrupling your business. Learn this marketing lesson on how to quadruple your inspection business in 2 years. Click the link. Well, let's click it together. And let me read you a story about something that happened a long time ago. It's the wheat and the chessboard story. When an Indian mathematician named Sissa created the game of chess at the end of the 5th century, he presented it as a gift to his king, and the king was so thrilled that he told Sissa to name his reward for the amazing gift. Anything he had was his for the asking, and Sissa asked the king merely for some wheat, and the king thought he was getting the better end of the deal by far, and asked Sissa how much wheat, thinking this as a meager and even insulting prize. Sissa said that he would like to use the chessboard to count out his reward. 1 grain of wheat on the first square, and then doubled to 2 grains of wheat on the second square on the chessboard, and then doubled again to 4 grains of wheat on the next square, and so on, until all 64 squares of the chessboard were accounted for. Amused, the king ordered his servant to retrieve a bushel of wheat to count out Sissa's reward. What the king didn't realize until halfway through this exercise was that Sissa's reward was becoming so enormous that the kingdom was in threat of losing its entire wheat stores and more. The king's accountant pleaded him to reverse his promise, explaining that with 64 squares on the chessboard and doubling the number of grains of wheat on each successive square, the total number of grains would equal far more wheat than that was held by the entire kingdom, the entire continent. So this little story about the chessboard and the math involved illustrates the theory of exponential growth. So what you want to do is, how do I get my clients to refer work to me? You can get past your clients to refer work to you using these following marketing strategies. Number 1, send each past client 3 copies of the home maintenance book now that you've had a home inspection. And it's in Spanish and it's in English. So there's the Spanish book, and we sell it through inspectoroutlet.com. And that's step 1. And then there are several other steps. And you do them in sequence. And it is similar to what Sissa did with the chessboard, with 1 grain on the first square and 2 grains on the second square, and then doubled. That's what you're going to do. So follow the step-by-step instructions on this marketing strategy on how to quadruple your inspection business.